Hey guys, welcome to Grady's Garage. So welcome to 2026, at least hopefully by the time you guys see this video. So in today's video, more or less what we have planned is I'm doing a small upgrade to the shop, as well as we've got something to unbox to hopefully further along the process of my shop and make things a little easier from time to time. In the back of my truck is a shop upgrade. It's not exactly the most expensive upgrade in the world, but I'm really hoping that this thing will cut down on time spent manufacturing, making cuts and stuff like that. So here's what I got. This is the Central Machinery, aka Harbor Freight, 1 horsepower 4x6 bandsaw. So anyway, I'm gonna get you guys set up. We're gonna go ahead and get that pulled out of the truck and make an attempt to put it over here, and then we'll do an unboxing as well as a battery change. So let's go ahead and get that out of the truck. All right, so at least according to the side of the box, so it is a 120 volt, which we are, depending on where I put it, probably gonna have to run a new power wire for, which is okay. Once it gets its place in the shop, it's probably not going to move. I do want to set this up to where it's by the wall, and it's just facing long ways out. I don't know how much setup is involved in this, so let's just see what comes on the box and what we get. Okay, so after real briefly looking through this, and I mean like real brief, like you just saw it, a couple things that I like. First off, instructions look very simple. Nothing looks, overly complicated. It's got plenty of facts. There's all your specifications, which if you guys do want all the specifications, I'll put them down in the description if you are curious. There, look, even the thing I like about books like this, it has pictures. I am a stickler about that. There's Pep. Well, you can't see her, but oh, there's Pep. Hey, Pep. My biggest thing is I like it when things have pictures. I don't think there's one other guy on the face of this earth who doesn't want to see pictures, and that actually show you where all the nuts and bolts go. And there's your finished product. And then it even shows you stuff. I mean, this is really not. Now the other thing I did notice, which I guess you could consider this for the mechanic side of guys, or here's you a troubleshooting chart, which 9 times out of 10 everything you need to know is in that troubleshooting chart. But the full assembly chart, you've got your list over here of all the part numbers and what they are, and then you have a full diagram of everything, every nut, every bolt, every washer, every fitting, where things go, the inside layout, bearings, etc, etc, etc. I love this. This right here needs to be standard on every user manual that anyone gets. And the reason I say this is, number one, when I was working on my my X-Mark zero-turn lawnmower, I needed this diagram for the engine and for the charging system. However, I couldn't find anything. I actually had to go to a dealership for them to pull it up, which was kind of ridiculous, but that's besides the point. I love this. We need more of this, especially if we can get a wire diagram, which I know some include a wire diagram, but I would like a wire diagram for the motor on this in case I ever needed to rewire it, or if it's able to go to 240 volt. So anyway, so these legs pull out, and like I said, should be complete. I hear that wheels up, down the corner. That hardware holders, I'll do that hardware. Right for time. I definitely don't want to use another thing I mentioned. You just saw, I one take, I just pulled it out. I have not done nothing to it. There's a blade in this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up on a time lapse, as well as get a fan on you guys, because if you guys have a GoPro, you know how hot these things get. But we're gonna put this in together right here real quick. I don't think it'll take me too long. I'm also going to go throw another finishing pass on that concrete. That way we can let that set up overnight. So I'm gonna get you guys set back up, change batteries again, get you guys on the time lapse, and we will go from there. So see you guys in a minute. We'll go ahead and do a test cut. I've got a piece of 3/4 stock by about 3/4 inch. We're going to try to cut through that first, and then I've got a little piece of rebar. We're going to cut one of those because that's actually going to be for the next project. Is I got to cut up a bunch of rebar. I kind of want to see how it handles the rebar. So anyway, let's get that adjusted, and then we'll grab the camera again and make a couple cuts. Got my piece of material that you see here, 3/4 wide, about 3/4 tall. It might be a little bit on the cut. I've got the spring tension set to where it'll be kind of slow. And turn on. My initial thought, it's very quiet, which is for me rather surprising. Okay, so it looks like that's extended as far as it will go. There it goes, okay. There we go. Now right off the bat, I can already tell that right along this backside, I'm gonna need to make a tray or a catch for all these shavings. Because I don't want that getting everywhere. But it's cutting very nice, very quiet, not very loud. I'm actually kind of excited to see how, if it's got an auto off switch, which is just the on switch. Nice, okay. And the spring came off again, which we'll get to that later. Piece cut nice. It's a little warm. It's not actually that warm at all. I can see all the ripples in the steel from what looks like when it was created. Alright, so back in the shop. And as you can see those waves I was talking about, those lines. I think that's just how this stuff's made, because I know it's hot rolled. But, I mean, the cut's clean. I'm not sure how straight it is, but it's clean. Alright, so initial thoughts, initial cut. Alright, so what am I happy about? What am I not happy about? Well, first off, it's not a really bad machine. Yes, it weighs a lot, but it's not a bad machine. So far, from the first initial cut I've ever taken of this thing, it cut really, really well. Now, I have it on the speed suggested by the book, which is I'm on speed technically 2. But there's three or 6 speeds you can choose from, or more. The things I did not like. Number one, the screws to put this thing together, or bolts. You got 4 that are on this inside tray, and you got those down there. Not a fan. I honestly, truthfully do not like those. Number one, they're a 10mm. And the one thing that this kit, the one thing this set didn't come with was a 10mm. The second thing, the pulleys that go on the back here, you may or may not saw me struggling with these. The set screw, which like I said, I'm on speed 2, which is this one right here. The set screw is in this second band, and they sent you 2 Allen keys, which I assume are for the frame, that do not fit. So I had to go in my shop, dig, and then try to center all this up. Another thing, and it may have just been me that missed it, but on this hinge, well, the hinge bolt for the motor, there's actually a bolt, you can see it right there, for this cover, and it comes pre-installed. So when you go to put this cover on, it's going to be offset, hit the pulley down here and mess you up. And I dinged it a little bit, but it's okay, it's mine. The motor tensioner, or lack thereof, is just these 2 bolts that you pull the motor down and then you tighten them. I would have really liked to have seen a spring of some kind that could go in between here and here to hold that tension that's needed. Another thing, this cannot make diagonal cuts, which is okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. But this is also a lower end chop saw, or not chop saw, bandsaw. Everything else, stop bolts, stuff like that, really nice. This is a cast part. It's a cast iron or cast steel part. So if you need to do any modifications to this, you're going to have a specialty welding alloy like nickel 55 or nickel 99. The legs, very flimsy. The other thing is, these are directional, so one goes by this power switch, the other side goes obviously on this side. You have to know this, or you have to take note of this, I should say, because I put the wheels on backwards. I actually put the wheels on before I put the rest of it together, which was my mistake. The crank right here, I really wish this was a little longer, not by a lot, but just a little bit longer, to get that extra little bit of clamping for us, because I was sitting here and actually manually spinning it. Tensioner, realistically, I would have liked to maybe like that. I would have liked to have seen something to keep tension on this thing when it's, not in operation. I wish there was something to, whether it be a little spring over here or something like that, to push this back out to hold the tension. Not a big deal, that's minor. The base, you probably noticed when I was cranking this down, this just freely spins how it wants. I don't like that. I wish it was just straight in and out, and then you'd have to loosen that. It seems like if I tighten that, it gets stuck, but I'll dig into that later on. I mean, other than that, this thing, it does what it's supposed to do. So let me check on the burrs, and then I will go review these cuts. Hey guys, Future Grady here. So I was editing this video that you're watching and realized that I have jumped about 8 steps ahead and was not paying attention. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing video of the Harbor Freight bandsaw. If you guys have any questions on this thing, by all means, please ask me down below. I'll be more than willing to take any measurements that you guys need, or if you guys are curious about, any tolerances or anything like that. While I was reviewing the video, I did notice that when I pointed out this arm, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not, probably not, but I actually took 2 zip ties and did a cross pattern on the zip ties to hold that in place, and it's been working ever since. But since the recording of the unboxing of that, I've since built a table. I actually released this video a couple days ago, at least at the time of this recording. So the rest of the video, I unfortunately more or less had to delete because a lot of it was irrelevant to what we have now. The only other things to mention is we did run power over here for basically a 4 outlet box. We also ran air, so we now have an air supply that runs all the way back over to that. The other thing that I once again did not put in that video, or at least what was not done at the time of that video, was the concrete pad and me mounting the air compressor out here. So this is 100% done. It is leveled. I had to put some spacers under the feet because somebody doesn't know how to level concrete. So that got mounted out here. But anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy the unboxing video and you guys have any questions or you guys want to see more content, by all means, please leave a like on the video and leave a comment down below. I'm hoping that we can do some more unboxing videos, especially of the Harbor Freight tools that I usually buy. I would like to be able to bring you guys videos on that. I actually bought another Harbor Freight tool. I bought the Plasma 65 from Titanium. I still need to use this a little bit more before I give a review on this thing. Which, if you guys do or do not know, in my shop I've been using the Plasma 45. However, I recently upgraded. If you guys did enjoy the video on the chop saw as well as the chop saw table, you know, please let me know down below in the comments. If there's any way I can improve, please let me know in the comments below. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Come here, Crunch.